So basically, that looks very corroded. I was trying to charge it and it wasn't even charging, so I don't even know if the battery is gonna work. It should be putting in the brake. It don't even click. I am going to try to jump it. Otherwise, I might have to get a new battery and probably redo that cable because that does not look like it's gonna work. All right, after doing a little bit of looking over it, showing you it doesn't start, seeing that there's something wrong with the battery cables, at least the battery won't even charge, I'm going to race myself to see how fast I can get it started. Mainly because I might have to get parts for it. I have to figure out what's wrong with it before I can get parts for it. So starting right now, I'm gonna see how long it takes me to get it running. All right, I don't know if this is charged or not, but this is like a jump box. And if this wire is that bad, I might have to redo that first in order to even get this to try to start. Any juice? No, that cable is toasted. They both might be toast. All right, I guess first thing that I'm gonna have to do is cut that wire and remake the wire. In there's like a little battery charger, and all you gotta do is plug it in and it would charge the battery. But someone's unplugged it. So this is what I grabbed. They're just like wire strippers. They should cut through, but now I'm gonna cut around the wire to get some of the wire showing. All right. And you can just see how nasty this is. Now my only other problem is I have more of these, but I think they're in my shed. Alright, I'm back. I'm running to the shed. Now I need one of these that'll fit on this. Thinking it's gonna be this one. It's the last one of these in here that I got. That's gonna be the one right here. Now I gotta make sure all of these are in here. Now that they are, I'm going to just squeeze to pinch all of the wires. Make sure it's on there tight, because I don't want it to come off. Alright, that's on there. That still needs cleaned. That one needs cleaned. And then I'll put it back together. Alright, so I grabbed this wire wheel. I can just clean it with that, and then I'm just going to use carburetor spray, clean all the dust and stuff off. And then on this one, I'm just going to clean this off as well. Alright, now I'm just going to clean those off with this, and then I can see in there the starter solenoid, and that looks a bit dusty too. That's the starter solenoid right there. It looks a little rusty, so I don't know if that's going to work or not. Now I just gotta put them back on. You can see the difference in that. Time to see if we have any power. Yeah, nothing. But I am gonna re-hook up the jump box. Now that the battery's hooked up correctly. Any power? Nothing. So that's gonna also be that starter solenoid. It might be bad and I might have to replace it. And then this is the wire that goes to the starter, which is the wire I'm gonna have to check next. This little wire came off the other side, the top one. Clean all of these to make sure there's a good connection. Otherwise it ain't gonna run. Oh, I don't know if the audio cut out in that last clip or not, but I'm going to continue to put this wire back on the starter solenoid. I guess thinking about it, the very first thing I should check was the fuse, because there ain't nothing happened. Other than everything looked so rusty that the fuse didn't even cross my mind. Whew. That would have been so simple. If this doesn't work, the whole mower won't work, but you can see it's still connected in the middle there where that little U is. So it's not blown. Looks fairly new, actually. I think this whole thing might need replaced. This thing's wibbling and wobbling. Yeah, that's probably not gonna work. But I'm gonna deal with what I got. Quite a bit. Oh. Yeah, something is smoking. Do the headlights work? There ain't even a cover on that air filter. Look at all of that. And they're obviously not on, so the ground could be bad. So the ground connects just down there to the frame. And I'm gonna try to clean that up. Oh. A little rusty. Should be touching bare metal. Clean that up a little bit. And back down it goes. Alright, that's tight. Still don't think it's gonna start. The headlights don't even come on. I think that starter solenoid is just bad. I'm gonna clean out where the fuse goes, maybe? I think I need a new starter solenoid. This is just for that charging thing, which I might try and get that to work. That would be cool if I could just plug it in rather than having to grab these cords and clip them and everything. I also only see one wire going to starter solenoid. Or well, I see 3, but there's supposed to be 4. But one of them specifically looks like it's missing. These are all loose. It's not even like I tightened them loose. It's like the whole terminal wiggles. That's what makes me think it's not good. But I guess I could check, see if there's even any oil in it. It is harder to turn the engine over with no oil in it. But that's pretty dang hard. Still no oil in it. Trying not to make a mess everywhere, but yeah, that's some dirty oil. Well, even with my funnel, I still made a mess. Alright, so I just got done draining the oil. I'm gonna fill the oil up later. I want to pull the starter solenoid out. Maybe I'll go grab a new battery. Alright, I'm gonna grab a new battery and then go from there. That's what I'm gonna do. And a new fuse. Alright, I got another battery and fuses, so I'm gonna see if those work, I guess, before I go through all the work of pulling and replacing the starter solenoid. I also don't know if this battery's charged, so I am gonna have to charge this one, but this one should actually charge, so that shouldn't be a problem. That's on there now. Now I got the battery charging now. I need to figure out how to get this battery off, or get it out. For one, so I don't break that battery again, but I know this one comes out because I already took it out. I don't think it has anything to do with this, but I can take it out, so I'm just going to take it out. This is the problem right here. It's just stripping this one. What about this one? I'm also just stripping this one. Oh, yeah. I gotta do that with this one too, though. Oh yeah, I just have to put more muscle into it, I guess. I'm still slowly stripping them, though. Right? Now, the real question is that what's stopping the battery from coming out? Possibly. I don't know if this one needs to come out, but I'm gonna pull it out because I can. So what exactly did that do? I can move that, but not like enough. I'll just get back to you when I get this battery out, if I get this battery out. Otherwise, I'm putting oil in the engine. That'll probably be the next thing you see me do. Alright, I got the battery out. I had this charging for a little bit, so it's probably not charged. Still no click or anything. I gotta change the oil still, or put fresh oil in it. So we'll start doing that. That's one whole bottle. I mean, that's pretty full. The ignition could be bad as well. Alright, something, I'm pretty sure the starter solenoid is bad because it's turning over if I mess with the starter solenoid just by trying to tighten stuff. So it's definitely the starter solenoid. I'm wearing gloves because I don't like the sparks and I don't want to get electrocuted. I don't know what's giving it power. I don't have control of that. I don't even know if the key has control of that. So that's kind of, not sure. Starter solenoid's bad for sure. So I need to take that out so I have control over stuff because I don't like not having control over it starting or not. So yes, it's turning over, but it needs a new air filter. It needs some things before I really want to actually get it going, even though I might be able to get it going right now. It also might need a spark plug. Until I know for sure, I would like to have a good starter solenoid. Alright, I'll get back to you when I get this off. Alright, so I got it out. I just gotta get the wires off. I just couldn't do that with it in there, so just couldn't reach anything. Alright, so apparently these... There's only 3 points. On all of the other mowers I've worked on, there's 4. That's why I thought there was a wire missing. There's not a wire missing, but I did break one. I might have broke this one as well. This one will be fine. These are the 3 wires. I have to fix that one. I don't know where the broken piece went. Not that it matters, I guess. I don't think I'm using that. So I'm gonna have to get a new one of those as well. Well, now I gotta order some parts, and then we'll have to come back and see if I can get it started. Because it was turning over, that air filter needs replaced. I'll have to check the spark plug once I can actually turn the key and start it on my own, rather than it doing it itself. Once I got the parts, that's when I'll be back. Alright, so I just did some rewiring, and I want to see if this, whatever this thing is, it looks like it's a battery charger. So I want to plug it in, see if it works. Oh, there's a light on. What does that say? Power on, charging, I think is what the other one is. So I think that other one lights up if the other one is charged. I gotta plug this in a little because let's see if it's that. There we go. Now the light's solid. So when the battery's charged, it doesn't say how to know if it's charging. It just says charge. So when that light turns on, or if the light switches, I think it'll be charged. All right, so I just watched back me jump starting it with, I was cheating the system and I was using jumper cables to jump the starter, and the whole video didn't have sound. So I'm going to go back through and jump the mower, maybe get some better angles. So I'm going to grab the jumper cables. I don't recommend doing this with the mower either. I don't know if it's good for it or bad for it, but definitely not something I like to do, but I'm going to do it again for the video. So, and to get it to run, I'm just spraying carb spray down there. I gotta be careful because I can't touch these two together either. Move, you guys. so you can see the sparks, because I'm sure that'll be entertaining. Maybe enough to start it. Jeez. Yeah, so it runs. At this point, it still has a wiring issue. Wow, that's a lot of smoke. So that's me just showing that it runs. Alright, well that's going to be the end of this video. I don't know how long it took me. Definitely took a lot longer than the push mower. Still have some things it needs to go through before it actually functions normally. So like, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to keep working on this mower until I can get it to turnkey